And welcome to Fire and Ice Gaming. I am Ice, your host for the evening. My co-host Hot Sauce will be here with us after I finish explaining the rules in this quick episode. It's going to be really easy. It's a original Red Nuzlocke challenge for Pokemon. Usual rules. Number 1, any Pokemon that faints is considered dead and must be released. We have decided that we are going to have a graveyard in the PC though, so they will be put there. Number 2, may only catch the first Pokemon encountered in each area and none else. If it faints or flees, you're screwed. Number 3, a game over is done when all your Pokemon faint. This includes any Pokemon alive in the PC, not the graveyard. Number 4, you can only use Pokemon that you have captured yourself, meaning no trading with human players. Trading with in-game players is allowed. Example, Bellsprout for Onix in Pokemon Gold. You are allowed to trade with another player for the purpose of evolution only. Example, Haunter into Gengar. Number 5. No voluntary resetting or reloading the game when things go wrong. That's pretty self-explanatory. Number 6. You must nickname all of your Pokemon for the sake of forming a stronger emotional bond. Number 7. We have decided for optional rules, we're going to use the species dupe clause to adjust the first encounter rule to ban duplicate captures. Number 8. We are banning the use of healing items during battle. However, we are still going to allow ourselves to use things like antidotes and awakening to get rid of status effects. Outside of battle, everything's free game. Number 9. Fossils are technically not Pokemon until they're revived. So, whatever area that you revive the Pokemon in, that's where your fossil will count. Number 10. Gifted Pokemon also count for that city. So, in Gold, when you get Shuckle, Shuckle counts for the island. Number 11. No use of legendary Pokemon in battle. However, if you want to, we can catch them and put them in the PC. They do not count for rule number 1. Or rule number 2. Or rule number 3. That's just throwing them in the PC. Rule number 12, the Safari Zone. We're gonna kinda do that one a little weird, as in when we get there, we'll decide if it counts as a new area or not. Because the Safari Zone is really big, and it just seems kinda silly to limit yourself to only one Pokemon. There's a lot of different Pokemon in different areas in there, so technically they're different areas, and we'll be fair about it. We're not going to be like every new patch of grass is a new area, but we're going to decide that one kind of when we get there. And finally, rule number 13, no breeding or use of the daycare center to level up your Pokemon. This basically means, you have to devote time to leveling it up, and it makes it, a little worse if they die because you put all that work into it. And the special rule for me only, my co-host Hot Sauce will not be using this rule. To pick my starter, I am going to roll a 6-sided die. A 1 or a 6 means I will get Bulbasaur the grass type. A 3 or a 4 means I will get Charmander the fire type. And a 2 or a 5 means I will get Squirtle the water type. So once we get to that point, after we pick names, that's what I'm going to do. I'll roll the 6-sided die, and whatever number comes up is what Pokemon I will pick. So that's all. These were just the rules. Finally, the other thing I need to add to this rules episode is that my co-host and I, Hot Sauce, will be using a lot of foul language. We will be using a lot of curse words and things that may offend people. If you are easily offended by anything like that, then I suggest that you click off of this video now, because I'm not going to change who I am because you're easily offended. It's just how I talk, it's how my co-host talks, it's just words, and if you're offended by them, then bugger off. Now, I'm going to begin our Pokemon Red Nuzlocke challenge for the original games. See you in the next episode. Thank you for your time.